You've heard of Medusa, the snake-haired monster who turned men to stone. But did you know she had two immortal sisters? Even more terrifying than she was? Deep within the depths of ancient Greek mythology lies the tragic and monstrous tale of not just Medusa, but her two immortal sisters, Stheno and Euryale. Together, they formed the trio known as the Gorgons. The Gorgons were born from the primordial sea deities Phorcys and Stheno, who were themselves children of Gaia, the earth, and Pontus, the sea. This makes the Gorgons part of an ancient and terrifying lineage often referred to as the Phorcides, a family known for birthing monsters that dwell in the darkest places of the world. This monstrous family tree shows the Gorgons were never meant to be ordinary. They were born of the primal fears of the sea and earth, chthonic beings tied to both divine punishment and ancient chaos. Of the three sisters, Stheno, Euryale, and Medusa, only Medusa was mortal. Stheno was the eldest, and Euryale was the middle sister. And Medusa, the youngest, was once strikingly beautiful, until fate cursed her into monstrosity. They were originally depicted as monstrous from birth. Winged women with brass hands, sharp fangs, and hair of living snakes. Their home was said to be on the edge of the world, either in Libya beneath Mount Atlas or among the Western Ocean, depending on the source. While her sisters remained immortal, Medusa's story diverged. In Ovid's Metamorphoses, she was once a beautiful maiden and priestess of Athena, sworn to a life of chastity. But when Poseidon, god of the sea, violated her within Athena's temple, it was Medusa, not Poseidon, who was punished. Athena, enraged by the desecration of her sanctuary, transformed Medusa into a hideous creature whose gaze turned men to stone. This divine punishment made Medusa not just a monster, but a symbol of rage, victimhood, and divine injustice. Her transformation isolated her from her sisters, both physically and metaphorically. While Stheno and Euryale remained monstrous but untouched by gods, Medusa bore the weight of divine cruelty, her mortality setting her apart. Though little is said in ancient texts about the personal bonds between Stheno, Euryale, and Medusa, some sources imply a deep, tragic loyalty. After Medusa's death, it is said that Euryale's cries echoed through the mountains, her wails shaking the very earth. Stheno, ever the warrior, was said to lash out in fury. Though they were monsters in the eyes of mortals, their sorrow was profoundly human, mourning the loss of their sister and the injustice that had befallen her. The eldest of the three, Stheno, whose name means the strong or the forceful, was the most ferocious and bloodthirsty of the Gorgons. Ancient poets claimed she had killed more men than both her sisters combined. Her nature was one of unrelenting violence, a symbol of raw, destructive power. She was often described as uncontrollable, a force that even the gods feared to provoke. Stheno represented the pure, primal rage of the feminine monstrous, while Medusa was transformed and victimized, and Euryale lamented, Stheno embodied vengeance and wrath. Her immortality made her invulnerable to time, weaponry, and man. Euryale, the middle sister, had a very different character. Her name means the far-roaming or the wide-stepping, suggesting a being of reach, movement, or even omnipresence. In the ancient texts, Euryale is remembered for her piercing screams, so powerful they could shatter stone and shake mountains. Her cries of grief after Medusa's death were said to echo across the earth. She was fast, described as agile, leaping great distances, perhaps even flying like her sisters, as many ancient depictions show all three Gorgons with golden wings. Euryale is often painted as the most emotional of the three, not less dangerous, but more expressive in her pain, especially her sorrow at losing Medusa. Both Stheno and Euryale continued to dwell in their lair after Medusa's death. When Perseus beheaded Medusa, he escaped only by the favor of the gods. Some stories say Stheno and Euryale chased him, enraged, but could not cross certain boundaries set by Athena or Hermes. Their fury, however, lingered, and their cave became a place few dared to approach again. Though immortal, they were also eternal mourners. The loss of Medusa transformed them from a trio of terror into a duo of vengeance and sorrow. If you enjoyed diving into this forgotten corner of Greek mythology, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more ancient legends, and let us know in the comments. Which Gorgon sister would you dare to face? Until next time, stay curious.